First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled it with the inside run.
The Raiders at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
They find some open field here. Inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in this colored jersey all year? The one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He missed on his first 3 passes. He's 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. I think he might be off to the races.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, set. 18, 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get this out to Genty. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Go! Warriors, Viking, 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thurman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cowboys, 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9.
19 Lions.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Joshua Purdy to kick off for the Rams.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I've had almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hold the set. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Tag. 19. Go.
He'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And they can't bring him down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty.
Stiff-armed him.
And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a run here off the RPO, and this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready, right?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 4th down on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So right, and that's complete. This is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the...
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Search the Eagles! Search the Eagles! Hurt! 19 tight! 19 tight!
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18! Buffalo 18! 19 Lions!
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
19 target.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some raps to pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it'd make it richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quick.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
First down, Rams.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
19 tight, 19 tight, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go, set.
The drive will begin with a run by Gentry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down and 8.
Bronco 80.
They'll go again with Gentry. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Liking 18.
Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty from 19 yards away. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll run on the draw. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
60 vices, 60 vices, personal 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now it's Tipton. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make? To the right side and intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. On the give, Genty. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Ready, set. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The second down pass.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
16 yards.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Come on.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Smith.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. And they're
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
14. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive